Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Gameroom Discourse podcast. This is the first episode of Christmas week. I am Mike.
I'm James. Merry Christmas.
And I'm Joey. Merry Crema.
And I am doing shots, so I would like to raise one for the boys and one for Christmas.
The only type of beverage that I drink is water or eggnog, and non-alcoholic eggnog, so enjoy that.
Eggnog is good regardless.
Yes, absolutely.
It is not an alcohol necessary drink.
People who don't like eggnog have probably committed a war crime in their previous lives.
I would bet money on it.
Wow. Speaking of war crimes that we commit on the daily, Lego. It's our topic for today.
Lego.
Yes, stepping on a Lego.
The worst. Leaving Legos out is a war 100%.
Yeah.
But mostly we're focusing on the Lego video games for today's topic of Christmas week. So
what? Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say it's a classic set of. It's like I should call it a series now. Really, it's a series of
Legos?
games.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the
Without
Lego video games.
But there are also certain games that have, like the Marvel is like its own thing. There's Lego Marvel series.
Yeah, but
I would say it's like a sub-series.
Sub-series.
Yeah, I get you.
If we're talking about like the biggest sub-series of those, definitely Lego Star Wars. Dear Lord.
Can I just say all right, let's just real quick, what is your favorite Lego game? James, you go first.
Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. A close second being Lego Batman 2.
Good. Bad choice. No, I'm just kidding. Good choice. Good choices all around. Joey, what's yours?
Lego Batman 3.
Ooh.
I didn't know there was a third one.
There was a third one.
Oh.
It has a lot more options too. It's really good. But
has a lot more options and like open world exploration.
But like, I just really like going into Gotham too. But that was my own personal thing. But yeah,
I liked all the DC stuff.
Yeah,
if anybody wants to know what I'm drinking, it is watermelon margaritas.
Mike, your favorite Lego games? Go.
Lego Indiana Jones.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
And,
interesting.
Yeah, and specifically the original with just the trilogy, not the remake. I mean, the remake was great and all, but specifically the original for the Wii. And then a close second is Lego Batman. The original.
Gotta admit, the Lego Batman series is pretty legendary.
It's pretty good.
They're really good. They're really good. It's a shame that there's only technically 4 games TC made for that.
I will say real quick that the Lego Batman game is definitely higher quality than Lego Indiana Jones. However, Lego Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's because it was made later.
Well, that and Lego Indiana Jones, I think, had more fan service content because it was the movies, whereas Batman was more so its own story of Batman.
It was its very own original story.
Which, nothing wrong with that. It made it great. But I think, Indiana Jones had 3 movies, and they were all done perfectly with their own little spin Lego-wise of, like, certain things, which was great. And I love it. Because Indiana Jones, I mean, obviously I'm a horror lover when it comes to most media. But Indiana Jones is my favorite movie franchise, and it's not close. Insidious, The Conjuring, all of that stuff I love. I love all those horror things. They're great. Indiana Jones, by a mile, is my favorite film franchise.
It's kind of body horror, because with that one scene with like
There's one scene in
the Crystal Skull. No. Oh, that was Crystal Skull.
Temple Doom, where like he's ripping people's hearts out, which I get it. A little bit weird.
No, I'm thinking of the
I'm thinking of the one where it like melts your face.
Yeah, that I thought that was Crystal Skull, wasn't
it? That's Raiders of the Lost Ark at the end.
I'm wrong too. Damn. I'm 2 for 2 for missing.
Crystal Skull was the aliens one.
Yeah. That's how they explain how the Crystal Skull actually came onto the planet.
A pretty gory scene where the guy gets eaten by ants, but still.
Body horror. It's like horror, but not.
All right, but yeah, I'm drinking, for those who like to drink or like an enjoyable, I'm drinking Jose Cuervo watermelon margaritas. So
I mean, I also do want to talk about, like, for me, for Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, I liked it purely because, well, Star Wars, but it had a lot.
oh yeah,
I mean, a
Lego Star Wars is
lot of
amazing.
content. The Complete Saga, to be specific, because it was the largest for Lego game for a very long time in terms of
Yes.
characters. Like,
Yeah.
and you also got to customize a character in that too. And
Lego Star
like,
Wars I think has the most content
oh yes,
out of
yes.
games. I maybe Marvel, maybe the new like Marvel superheroes might have more, but I don't know.
I still like a lot of the Lego games because they give a lot, and I mean a lot of fan service in the games. Like they include
Harry Potter
characters
has
that.
a lot of fan service.
Oh yeah, the Harry Potter Lego stores, the Lego Harry Potter game is very extensive too. Dear Lord,
Yeah,
in
it's
terms
pretty
of like,
crazy.
oh yes, we have these very specific Harrys for these very specific moments in the game. I'm like, oh okay.
Oh,
Well, you
well then.
made characters for people that were only on screen for a second. I'm like, ah, neat, neat. Thanks.
Neat.
Don't know why I need this person, but of course I say that when like I literally there's several of those characters in the Complete Saga where it was just like, oh yeah, this one's just a droid.
This is just
this
a
one's
droid.
this one's the literal trash can droid, and I'm like, oh, sick man, can't believe you added this thing.
Thanks, bro.
I mean, I also do want to mention how I think Lego games were basically probably the awakening for me of becoming like a completionist.
Oh yeah,
Thing.
same.
Really?
Because because you got rewarded for collecting everything in the game. Like
That
every
is
time you
true.
got the mini kits, it even showed your progress when you didn't
Oh, the
complete everything. It was
mini
like, and it
kits.
built it up, and it was like boom to boom to boom to boom, and it's like, oh god, what's it gonna be? It looks like a starfighter. I want to go back into the level, complete it, and then I'll be able to drive that fricker when I go into free play, or sometimes in the open world too, which they add sometimes in the games, especially like for
Oh,
the Clone
free
Wars
play
one.
was awesome.
Free play was
Free
great,
play was
especially in
awesome
Lego
when you
Star Wars.
could play
I would
as
make my
any
own
character.
I
Oh
would
yeah.
play the characters that I created usually.
Oh yeah, they do that for all. Like, I remember they did it in Lego Batman too as well. So I made my own. I made
I
my
made
own
my own
character in that
Jedi.
one. You know,
I would make
sick.
my own Jedi. It was great.
Make your own Jedi. I made my own store. My own clone trooper. Sorry, my own clone trooper. I sometimes make my own wizard in Harry Potter, and of course they gave you all the options for that too.
What is the last Lego game you guys played?
Recently,
Well, yeah, the last one, because that's been a while for me.
uh,
I think it was Marvel
Legos.
Superheroes 2.
Yeah, yeah, I actually do remember that one. But I think for me, it was for Lego City, whatever that one was. You had like just the people, basically. It was like all the
Damn.
Lego people they ever made before they put into a game, and they had their own special abilities. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I didn't play it for long though, because you know it
Yeah.
wasn't based off of a beloved franchise.
I think
Which literally,
Lego Marvel Superheroes, the first one, is the last one that I played.
they're also really good too. Like they even nailed
They have
like
a lot of
Spider-Man a little bit.
content.
They did really good for like actually doing web slinging for Spider-Man too in those games. I'm
Yeah.
like, God, this is good. And like for DC, they nailed the Flash's movement in the game when you run around the city as him. It is beautiful.
I haven't played DC superheroes.
Oh, you
It's
should.
so good. It's
I
so
know
good.
it's
Like they have
good.
all the characters. Like they had so many lanterns too. If you're a fan of DC, oh god,
That's where it
Lego
kind
games
of
treat
comes
them
into play.
so right too. Yeah, but like
I'm
they
not really
even
a
like
big
have,
DC fan.
you know how like a Sonic would like when you're sitting around for a bit, he does something like characteristic for him. Like DC,
Yeah.
they do that too, and all of them had their own special stuff, and I'm like, oh man, each of them has very good character too, and like I love it. I love it. Dear Lord, I mean, I liked Lego games before they even had voice acting.
Yeah. I didn't
It's
know.
hard to imagine that too.
I didn't know the new ones had voice acting. That's
Oh
kind
no,
of
like
neat.
a lot of them have voice acting. They sometimes even have like voice act, like Lego Star Wars 3 the Clone Wars has literally the actors from the Clone Wars series to
That's
play the voices
awesome.
for that game, and I'm like, oh god, this is best because you
That's
know
awesome.
it's literally the it's literally
I
their
think the
characters.
last
They It was really good.
I didn't beat Marvel superheroes. The last Lego game I think I beat was probably Lego Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, I remember Lego's Pirates of the Caribbean.
I think that was the last one that I beat. I played
I
a lot of them. I got close to beating Marvel, but I didn't get a lot of the extra stuff, and therefore I didn't beat it. But
yeah, because the game really had, like again before I was saying.
Oh, I want to get the
really
new...
want you. It makes you want to complete it. I was gonna say it makes you want to complete the game, so it shows you your progress and actually rewards you very frequently.
I want to get the Lego DC Supervillains because I heard it's really good.
I heard that one's really good too. I just didn't get a chance to play it either.
Yeah, same.
But especially since it's based off of the villains that DC has, and they have like a myriad, because each superhero has a myriad of their own set of villains. And I'm like, oh god, I get to play as Kite Man most likely. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm like I'm not a big DC hero fan, but I love DC's villains. So I kind of want to get it because I like a lot. I mean, aside from Batman, I'm really not a big DC hero guy.
That's fair.
But I love a lot of their villains.
But I'd say like Flash's category, like Flash is also a good one. Like I normally stick towards the Bat family and
I like Flash's better.
area, mostly because like Flash literally he's normally at the epicenter of a lot of bullshit.
Well, that's true.
Like he's like, oh, I literally caused this alternate timeline now, and also a lot of my family can just do all this bullshit, of like Dark Apocalypse, Crisis,
Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Yeah. It's just, and he's like, oh yes, I can be a constant, but also I might be sacrificing one of you people. I need to. He's also like just one of the. He's also one of like the good characters, you know. Like, he never, like, has to worry about crossing that line. Like, you know how Batman sometimes has to worry about that. And, like, worrying about going too far or being stuff that's not super ethical. And most people might. Barry's just like, oh, I'm just fast enough to just get shit done under, like, the good premise.
Exactly. I love Lego because the concept is so interesting. Like, you just build the levels that you play in. A lot of the times you build. Like, it's interesting how it works because... You know, in the movies and the games and the stuff that, like, it goes off of, the characters aren't going around building shit to do things. But, like, in this world of Lego, it's just interesting how it all works together. Like, the combat and everything, it's very simplistic, but at the same time matches everything that's going on. It's weird how well it works.
I do also want to talk about the building aspect, too, how some characters do different things for building, like Jedi would use literally the Force to pull everything together. Mm-hmm. Some people would literally build it from scratch, and then you have people like Flash who, like, oh, you need Flash to construct this thing because it just needs to be built that fast.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, this is so cool. Like they make the building matter too, because it's only like part of the level design, or it helps you, or you could build a car to get movement. It's really nice. Oh man, you keep talking about Lego. Like,
sorry, I was taking a drink.
They did often separate the games a lot, though. Like, originally, I remember the prequels being the first Lego game I remember. Okay, the Lego Star Wars 1.
Yeah.
And then 2, and then the Complete Saga, and then the Clone Wars.
The Complete Saga is the one that I played.
Complete Saga is the one you should play. It's just better anyway.
That's the one that I played. I have not played the new one. I haven't played Skywalker Saga.
Neither have I.
But I heard it's good. I heard it redid just about everything.
Oh yeah, they made combat good. They made combat really good for it.
It's like a fighting game.
Yeah, it's like an actual fighting game for it. It's actually really interesting. They also they really set up the scenes for it well in there too, and they still mix in a good amount of comedy in the Lego games. Like, Palpatine, when he's going to go shock Mace Windu, he pulls out the old like lightning things that he used to hold, like the Lego would hold. But then he's like, "Wait, I don't need these." Throws them out and actually does real lightning to him. And I'm like, "God damn it! You can't do this.
You can't do this to me.
You can't do this to me. That's good. That's good."
Yeah.
Uh,
They've always been very creative. Like, I remember they would
oh, you
have
gotta.
him, like, he would be, like, really goofy in a lot of the cutscenes. And if you've ever seen Indiana Jones, he's very serious in a lot of it. Or, like, Chad energy serious. So, like, it's kind of, like, he would go into the snakes, and he would just kind of, like, ha ha ha, ah, back away. And it was just goofy. I loved it. It was just such an interesting. I don't know. It's just an interesting vibe. Like, Lego games are such their own thing. Like, if a Lego game was made without the Legos, like, it was real, it probably wouldn't do nearly as well as it would do as a Lego game. I don't understand it, but, like, it is how it is. I don't know.
Well, I think it has to be based off of something like people are interested in, really, for it to work well. I mean, I wouldn't actually. You know, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. I mean, Lego City isn't interesting, but it's still
Yeah,
good.
it's still good. It's still good, more than it has any right to be.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, like, there was they made the Lego Spinjitzu games, Lego Ninjago. That
Lego
uh,
Ninjago.
when they actually made the games for that, I was like, oh, yo, that's sick. I used to watch that, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I can actually do the cool jutsu stuff that they did in the show. I was like, ah, that's pretty cool.
That's
Like
pretty neat.
for some reason, Lego games are really good at being fan service
Yeah.
for the communities. It's just like, why why can't I get a regular Star Wars game that actually, like, does justice to the community?
Yeah, exactly.
Why
Fallen
can't
Order,
I
am
get
I right?
yeah, why can't I get an actual freaking I'm losing. Why can't I actually get, like, a good Marvel game that isn't, like, trying to steal my money at every 5 seconds?
I don't know. Why indeed?
Why does Lego do better than you as a big,
It is an interesting conundrum.
like, the only other one I could say, like, I can't say that to is Lego Batman, where I'm just like, yeah, the Arkham games.
Yeah, the Arkham games.
The Arkham games kind of carry that. DC is not good at monetizing anyone but Batman for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, literally, they're just not good at monetizing anyone but Batman. I don't know why that is.
Because they don't love you, James.
Well, it's for the Bat family, so they do, because that's what I care about the most anyway. But you could do more.
They could.
I'm pretty sure the Green Lantern, like, all the Lantern stuff would be a cool game to be based around. Or, you know, the Flash family, like I've previously
You could
stated.
definitely do a Green Lantern thing because you could have a lot of Ryan Reynolds stuff, and everybody loves Ryan Reynolds.
I'd say you don't even have to use Ryan Reynolds. I'd say you'd have to just use, like, just focus on the several, like, aspects of the Green Lanterns. Like, oh yes, Green Lanterns. There's also the Red Lanterns. Focus on the rainbow and different aspects of all of them.
What I
It's
mean
actually fucking
is,
interesting.
you could incorporate a lot of, like, here's how you know you're a little tipsy is when you realize that Deadpool is actually not DC, and what you were trying to go for really doesn't matter because
They did it. They
Ryan
did it
Reynolds
in.
is.
They did it in fucking. He did it in fucking in Marvel in the Marvel Lego game. For DC, they for the DC games for Lego, it's annoying because in there they even focused on the Lantern cores and, like, did all the different colors as well, and I'm just like, why is this good? Why is this
Why
better?
is this good?
Why
Now,
is this good? Why is
here's the
Lego
question.
outshining you?
I don't know a lot about Green Lantern. I know the Lantern Corps. I know they exist. I know there's different colors, but I don't know much more than that. I don't even know. I only know his name's Hal, and I know that's not the only Green Lantern. So, like,
We're gonna have to talk
that may be
later
a.
because
I was gonna
otherwise
say
this will
that may
turn
be a
into a
topic
DC
for.
conversation.
Yeah.
because
Oh no, my headset. Oh god. Wait. Hold
Hell,
on.
John,
No. Wait.
we don't.
Wait.
There's
Oh god.
Oh yeah,
Guy
John
Gardner.
Jones.
Help.
Guy
Help.
Gardner.
Help.
Kyle
Help.
Rayner.
Help. My headphones. No. Help. Oh, God. Oh, no.
But that's just the Green Lanterns. Then there's the Red Lanterns, who probably have definitively the most interesting lore generally, because they're just based off of Rage. They literally replace your heart. But back to Lego.
Lego.
Dear Lord. Also, one of the original co-op games, really. One of the games that really got me into
that's an
co-op.
interesting thing.
Dear Lord. Because it was made for co-op. It was made to be done with a buddy.
It was.
It was so good.
It really was. Is Riddle's going to get 13th? If Riddle's going to get 9th, losing to a Steve, Kazuya versus Steve for 9th place at the most stacked tournament of all time. Sorry, I'm watching Smash again, everybody. Oh, God, excuse me. Oh, God.
Are you already tipsy?
Well, I've been drinking a lot. Yeah, a little bit.
God damn it. Okay, back to Lego.
Who cares? I can still confidently talk.
Okay.
I just might be a little more giggly.
Well, I mean, the part that I really enjoyed about the Lego games was just all the different characters' abilities.
Yes!
Like,
being able to actually use a whip with Indiana Jones is really cool.
Yes, being able to use a whip, being able to use Thor's electricity, being able to use America's shields, the Flash's speed, just everything.
Being able to use lightsabers.
Flying.
Mm-hmm.
The different abilities. It is kind of interesting, and how certain characters are just bigger, like the Hulk and whatnot, and the Hulk Crusher, Hulk.
Oh, and then when you unlock Stan Lee and he can turn into the giant Stan Lee bot.
Giant Galactus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was just very interesting the way all the mechanics melded together. And, you just play as a world where you build it all. And it's so simplistic when we're trying to break it down. I really expected this to be a lot more descriptive of an episode, but then we started talking and I'm like, wow, it's really very simple, isn't it?
It's simple, but quite effective.
Yes, exactly.
It's interesting. I mean, I guess that's why we do these topics for these instead of bigger episodes for Christmas week, because, we would die.
We are talking about an entire genre of games. We are simplifying it a lot. I mean, I do also like the fact that for when they got really general with games and not based it off of movies.
I wouldn't say Lego's its own genre.
No, I'm saying when it decided to start making their own stories, they also did a really good job, which was insane.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. Lego Dimensions was really cool.
While still honoring the series. Oh God, Lego Dimensions.
Because that was its own story, and it added a bunch of things from a bunch of other stories. I remember the Lego, because I'm a big Doctor Who fan. I remember the Dimensions Doctor Who, and it was really interesting how they did it. You just play your people, and then you go into the world of other things, and it was interesting. I don't know. I'm not going to go into it too much because I guarantee you there's not a lot of Doctor Who fans that watch this podcast.
I am actually a Doctor Who fan.
You're a Whovian?
Oh.
Hell yeah.
My favorite one was the 9th. That was played by David Tennant, right?
No, that's 10.
10, okay.
And 10 has come back and is now 14.
In a weird way. I kind of stopped watching.
I love Doctor Who.
I haven't watched even a single episode fully.
Dang.
Unfortunately.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is a me problem because
it's really good. It's really good.
I believe it's a really good series. It's just I haven't cut out the time for it.
That's my own thing. You kind of just have to have been watching it. It's one of those shows where it's it is a lot of time. So
listen, I've already done that with One Piece. I refuse to do it.
Oh no, One Piece is hours.
One Piece
days
takes
and
too
years.
long. I've only watched a couple hundred episodes of One Piece.
Dude,
I haven't
One
watched
Piece
a lot of it. I don't
not
remember
only
much
was long, but sometimes it dragged on because just the animation studio was we've caught up, so we gotta buff this out a bit. And I was just oh my lord.
My brother watched all of One Piece in a couple months. I don't know how he did it.
I had to stop, and then I stopped for
I
had to stop for a bit. I took a break because it was just this is way too much. I want to because it's just dragging that much. I can't do it all
How much
in one
filler
go.
is it in those 1,000 episodes?
I wouldn't call it exactly filler. It's more of repeating stuff that happened.
Oh,
it's more of like they stretched out like a scene that was like 2 pages in the manga, and then they were like, "Okay, we're gonna make this last
like
an entire episode."
Frieza saga kind of thing.
And yeah,
of like we're gonna be yelling for a lot longer.
We're gonna be yelling for 3 episodes.
Exactly. Like we should but not unironically, because dear God. It also gives like it was really bad some points that like to this point back to Lego. In terms of Lego, they actually give you a good digestible way to like see that series, to see I'm pretty sure Joey said he's watched Lego through the Family Guy episode, but it's also like you could
Star Wars.
You could get a good. You can also get like a good view of the story just by, playing the Lego game. Especially if you're playing
they are oddly like with how silly and how much of content there is. They are oddly like pretty spot on with the story for the most part, which is interesting.
Indiana Jones and for
the Indiana Jones, you can definitely know what's going on.
I was also going to mention, like, you touched on Lego Dimensions. That seemed like such a great game with a whole bunch of franchises, but the thing that brings it down is its Toys to Life.
It is Toys to Life, which I was going to mention, but everybody was happy, so I was like, let's not bring down the mood.
Lego has its downsides every now and then.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call that a downside. I understand why they did it, because, that how else are they going to sell so much merchandise? But because Lego makes its money mainly off of selling things, so I get it.
But they've been selling stuff for generations at this point,
so I get it. I feel like if there was ever going to be something that should do Toys to Life, it should be Lego. And that should be the one that kind of gets away with it.
It also customizes your experience for it too.
Yeah, so they add entire things with these toys instead of like Amiibo, where it's like one character for a game that you don't actually unlock the character. You just kind of
like the Portal 2 campaign.
Fucking Zelda, Skyloft, bullshit. Anyway, I don't know. I love Lego. I think you should all definitely check it out. Lego games are something special, and that's what this whole time is about. Special games, special topics, special things that we're all going to be talking about. This is probably going to be one of the
I might get another Lego game for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. This is going to be one of the shorter of the 5-day episodes, just because we're on a bit of a timing thing.
we could, but it is also like a fun topic. We all like it.
Lego games are special. Like, there's something so simplistic about them. Like, you don't have to worry about, Bravo team, go meet me at the checkpoint.
It's such a good casual game.
Or quick master this 30-piece combo and beat the big bad guy. Like, there's none of that. There's no quick travel across the whole world, gathering all these things to beat the big. Like, no, it's just build this, do this, enjoy, and it's just it taps into that little G spot in our brain that's just super happy.
Okay.
What do you call it, the G spot? G-spot.
You could have just said the dopamine surge, but understandable. I understood what you're trying to say.
It taps into that little happiness area in your brain, and it's just like, oh, this is good. This is what I want to do today. This is happy, and it does it super well. And I don't know. I mean, we just spent 40 minutes telling about what we know, but
I mean, it's also a good game because anyone can kind of pick it up too.
Anyone.
You don't need a lot. You don't need a lot to get into the game. It's very good.
And if you know the stories that you're playing with, for the most
You
part,
really
the
don't need
puzzles
to know
shouldn't be
what's
too
going on
difficult.
either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like if I had watched Star Wars and gotten familiar with it, I probably would have put the complete saga on one of my favorites, but even then it's
What's
still a
your
really
least
good
favorite?
game.
A good game. Like even if you didn't watch it, even if you didn't see the content associated with those games, it's really good.
Yes.
Like you said, you're not a big DC fan, but Lego Batman's one of your favorites.
Yeah, Lego
So I mean,
Batman's
like
amazing.
it's a pretty it's a really good game. It's a really
I
good
liked it.
series of games.
I think I liked Lego Batman the most because of the hub.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, it also going around and actually and then you could also
The
explore
evil
it.
hub.
Also, the evil hub was also fun too.
Like, just seeing all the characters that you unlock. I don't know.
Yes,
Something
getting
that tapped
everything
into my
there
OCD
felt good.
brain as a kid, and I loved it.
Again, the completionist.
Yeah.
It really felt good to do a thing to complete a level in a game too, because like you got something special out of it.
Yay.
When
You,
I unlocked
you
Hush for the first time, I felt like a true
oh
gamer. I felt like a god. Felt special, as I should have, and I did. Um, I don't know. I don't. What do you? I know we still have. So I will let you guys know what our topics are for the next 4 episodes. We have Metroid. We have controversial gaming opinions. Hold on.
we have PC games.
PC games was one I was missing, and then fan games. Now that's
Yep.
not the order. You guys will have to wait and see the order. But I those will be longer. I would definitely say. This is the only one we're probably going to do today because I'm watching a tournament and James is going
Time
through
crunch.
time crunch.
It's been a busy day.
But we will have this one out by tomorrow, Joey. I hope.
Probably.
All right, and then we're gonna do a lot of film recording tomorrow once everybody's home from work and whatnot. And yeah, this is gonna be a fun week. I'm really happy that we're doing it again. I really enjoyed last year's Christmas week, and it seemed a lot of you guys did as well. Some of those are better videos, especially with how fast they were coming out. I was happy with how well some of them did. But we do have some juicy content coming out, especially the first episode of the new year, which I won't spoil. It's going to be really fun. But yeah. So what is your least favorite Lego?
My least favorite Lego game? Ooh, I think that was a Lego World game. Was that what it was called?
Lego World.
It
Lego
was like
Worlds.
was it Lego Dimension? Yeah, Lego Worlds. I think that's what it was. Was that it? Let me see.
Mine's Lego City.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
Lego
fair.
Worlds might have been because Lego Worlds felt like a worse Lego City to me.
For me, it was actually
Mine.
Lego Lord of the Rings.
I didn't know there was one.
Oh, yeah, there is one. They did better, and because they remade it too for The Hobbit,
Ah,
Yeah.
and that one was actually really good. The Lord of the
interesting.
Rings one, I do forget normally happened.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I didn't know it happened in the first place.
Yeah, I played it on Wii U and it was not really that fun coming from DC 3.
Huh. Interesting. Mine has to be Lego City.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Just because it
Lego
didn't
City,
have anything to really hook me. You know, it was just kind of boring.
Yeah.
that's fair. I mean,
Not bad, but not entertaining, which I feel like
there wasn't
from a video game.
there wasn't a strong structure.
No, there really
for it.
wasn't.
Like
But
for
I
the
think, yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say like for the other ones. I think I said this before, but the other ones had a base in which they could work off of.
Yes, definitely. They had a
I'd say
media that
like,
they were trying to get to.
and also like fan service the heck out of it, and now they're kind of like fan servicing their own products. It's just like, oh yeah, I
Yeah, and
used
they
to
don't
own
need
this
to do
one
that.
thing as a kid. I owned this one thing as a kid, but all the other stuff I really don't care about.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it works because they're doing it with products that aren't Lego. When they
Yeah,
try to do it with Lego, it's like, well, I could just buy these things for like $5 and get this experience that you're making me pay $40 for.
yeah.
So it's like, I don't
I'm
know.
gonna be honest though, those Lego sets are expensive. They are not $5 anymore.
The smaller ones used to be kind of like five.
The very small ones. Like they gave
But
you
when you think about
a
how
li-
much when you think about how much you're actually building in Lego games, not actually
yeah,
that much. A lot of it is pre-built and it's just Lego.
yeah, yeah.
So it does lose a bit of its charm when there's not a fandom attached to it.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion.
What was the last Lego game that came out? I could have the one I
Lego,
remember.
definitely the Lego Skywalker Saga that just came out.
Yeah.
That has
That
to
is
be
one I
it.
remember. Hold on,
It
I'll
literally
look it
just
up.
came out. The 9 episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear good things, but I hear it's completely different. So I don't know.
I remember playing.
It's
Yeah.
it's like the complete saga, but they added a lot more. Yeah, the Skywalker saga was the last one. What the heck is Bricktails? Castaways?
Bricktails. Woo!
Lego
Na,
Builders
na,
30,
na, na,
Lego
na, na,
War
na, Bricktails.
Battles. Oh,
Woo!
Star Wars Battles. They had Lego Star Wars Battles? Okay.
I didn't know that.
Lego Legacy Heroes Unboxed. Lego Brawls.
I remember playing Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7 on the 3DS.
Oh, Lego The Incredibles.
Wait,
Forgot
what?
about that one. Lego The Incredibles. I forgot that one came out.
Yeah, it did.
I didn't know that one came out.
In 2018.
Along with supervillains.
Yeah,
Interesting.
supervillains.
Huh.
Lego Movie 2. There's a lot. There's a
Lego
lot.
games are definitely a bit of childhood memories.
Absolutely.
Something about them. I'll be right back.
It
In
also
fact,
does include Bionicle, and I'm like, good. Good. Oh man,
in
Bionicle was a
fact, now I'm
jam too.
actually going through all the Lego stuff on Steam and wishlisting it.
Hey man, Lego games are they are him in the terms of video games. Like they are really good. It's really hard for them to miss. And even that, like they get original voice actors for it that were like participated in the movies or the franchise. They go in depth on fan service and include many characters that they shouldn't, but they do.
Yep.
It's really they do a good job. They do a good job. Yeah. Like
Yes.
I'm more excited for the Lego Star Wars game than the next Star Wars game in general.
Same.
It's because normally they can only do like one or two games, right? You know, like with Marvel, they can. It seems like they might only be able to do Spider-Man, really, and that's iffy, depending on how things go. Then there's for Star Wars. Well, it's hard for me to remember, but DC can do Batman really good. Can do Batman really well. But the Lego games are really good at
Everything.
monetizing DC. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lego games seem to be better at doing DC than DC does.
To be fair, they're also for Marvel and for Star Wars and
Yeah,
for
but
a lot of
Marvel
franchises.
succeeds in a lot of things without Lego.
I'm saying in video game wise,
I don't
Marvel
know,
I'd say is
Spider-Man.
only. I'd say Spider-Man is the only one.
I think it's
Outside
the
of
only one that's ever really been
movies,
done. I don't really know if there is an
outs-
Iron Man game or an Avengers
there
game or.
was There was.
Huh.
There was an
maybe
Iron Man
why.
game on
And
the
they do
360.
not.
Maybe there's
They-
a reason why. Maybe there's a reason why you're saying
There's a
this, 'cause
reason
I've never
why.
heard of them.
Because I was aware of them when they came out, played them, and they were not the best.
Interesting.
Honestly, if
Again,
you're gonna play a
Marvel is
Marvel
good at
game-
making movies. As someone that's a Marvel fan,
I would
when it
say
comes to
that,
movies,
yeah.
top tier. Everything else,
I'd say
yeah.
the Wolverine video games, like X-Men Origins Wolverine for 360, pretty good game.
To be fair, it wasn't owned by Marvel at that time.
That is fair. That is fair.
To play devil's advocate. Also, if I'm going to play devil's advocate again, Sony still technically owns the rights to Spider-Man, so that's why it's also doing good in the video game way.
Hey, you remember Lego Rock Band?
Oh god, I remember Lego Rock Band.
I do not.
I remember Lego Rock Band.
Wait, no, yeah, I do.
That was sick.
That's an interesting concept.
It's a game that's already made, but then they Legoized it.
Yes. And I think the best part is like the hit detection things are actual Lego studs. Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, that's sick. Man. Again,
Unreal.
for some reason they do really... Wait, hold on, I gotta see something now, too. I'm still looking at the Lego Incredibles and seeing that it's like at 2018. I want to know when the Incredibles 2 came out, because I feel like that didn't come out.
Experience the thrilling adventures of the Parr family as they conquer crime and family life through both Disney Pixar films, The Incredibles and Incredibles 2.
Huh.
Incredibles 2 came out at 28. Oh, okay. So yeah, it came out when The Incredibles 2 got re-released. So okay, that was a good job on them then. I'm surprised they had that done within that year. Then again, it's Lego.
Yeah.
And again, it is Lego.
Then again, it's Lego. They really could have just had.
My phone's gonna die. Yeah,
Maybe
hold
we
on.
should cut it here then.
Well, I think we were winding down anyway. But
Yeah.
Overall, I would say Lego games. There's not as much to talk about as I thought there would be. However, I think we hit the important things. While Lego is its own genre, even though I don't necessarily think it should be, it's its own genre for a reason because there's nothing else quite like it. But it also doesn't do anything groundbreaking. But everything about it is pretty much good. And that's not something you could say about most things. Everything about it is good. Nothing about it is, revolutionary. But there's a reason why they all sell well. And it's because they're all satisfying, relaxing experiences. Now, if you're a 100%er or a completionist or something like that, they can be pretty daunting. There's a reason why people say DK64 killed the collectathon generation or genre. And it kind of did. I love DK64, but I will say that. But I will also say that, like, if you ever just want a chill, relaxed experience, turn on a Lego game. They're just turn your brain off and just enjoy it. They're so much fun. Pure, unadulterated fun. But yeah, that'll be all for the first episode of Christmas week. We're going to be doing this every year. It's going to be great. This year, like I said, we got PC games. Metroid is going to be our staple game for the week. PC games, Metroid, fan games, and then controversial gaming opinions, which is going to be really fun. But as always, I'm Mike.
I'm Joey.
I'm James.
And that was really terrible outro.
Sorry. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
You're probably going to hear that like 5 times this week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get used to it. Bye-bye.
Adios.